super and blank? Isn't it super blank? Whatever, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I was flopping and flipping and digging around in my bed. And I was like, bro, I cannot. I can't just sit here and not. Like, I have to make a video. I do. I do. I do. Because I really wanted to do this shit. But, like, what I really wanted to do was watch that Far Lands from Alan Becker. That shit came out literally 17 hours ago. Man, I can't even. Whatever, bro. I'll do that in the morning. Also, I cut my hair off. Did I? Did I really? No, I didn't. Did I? A one, a two, a three.
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
No one may never know. My superpowers would suck in real life by whatever, really. By the way, whoever this dude is, I think it's cool. I'll see a little bit this and that, here and there, and I thought it was the other dude on YouTube. I think the paint professor is who I'm talking about right here. Every real life glitch explained in 11 minutes. All right, bro, let's get into this. I ain't even gonna lie. I am interested in this. I am interested in this, and we are gonna talk about this. Let's just see where this goes. Why superpowers will suck in real life? This is a 5 minute and 1 second video. Hopefully, I don't turn this into a 20-minute video. It probably will happen. Let's see.
Ability. To some people, invisibility would
Restart.
invisibility. To some people, invisibility would
You
be a dream
can't see
superpower.
me.
They
Cause them niggas are freak. Exactly. Right. Bro. Oh my god.
fantasize about all the things they could do without being noticed. Not exactly heroic things, but
D1 Gooners. Something is wrong with y'all. And people that think like that, bro, you need to be locked up on a different planet. You should not be here.
when you look closer, it's not as cool as it sounds. Here's the problem. For you to see, light has to hit the back of your eyes. But if you're invisible, light would just pass through you, leaving you blind.
I never even thought about that. Yo, hold on. I never even thought about that. That's actually insane to even think about. What? Because everything's going invisible on you. Wait, hold on.
And if somehow your eyes could catch light, they would still be visible, making you a pair of floating eyeballs. Just creepy. To go fully invisible,
That
you
would
need
look
to be
ugly.
completely naked. Not that some of you
I hate that. I always hated that thing. I don't know. It only makes sense too in like the movies and show that you would like, you turn invisible, but your clothes don't turn invisible, unless there was someone like, for instance, what's her name, Edna from I was about to say Invincible, but Incredibles. Edna from Incredibles, where she made the suit to go with whatever par, where she turns invisible, like the daughter, where she turns invisible, but like her suit can turn invisible with her because of the certain type of material. What kind of material is that? What kind of material did you find on Earth for it to be? It's Incredibles universe. I wouldn't even doubt that she was able to find
wouldn't
that
mind
easy.
that.
Whatever.
But you wouldn't be able to carry anything either, and since no one can see you,
Oh my gosh! Imagine carrying all the shit in your. Then again, clothes don't turn invisible. It's just whatever you have. So it's like, yo shit dangling, just swinging in the wind, while you have a pair of keys in your hand. I ain't even go. Wait, hold on.
they would crash into you all the time.
No, not like that. I'm not gonna be on. Why the fuck would I be on a track? Why would I be in a track race while invisible? There is no reason for me to be in a track race while invisible. There might be someone randomly running. Okay, this is one of the worst examples I could have seen. If I turn invisible, I could see a car hitting me before this shit happens.
You better not use perfume
Gino,
or
come
even
on.
make noise breathing. People would still know you are there.
If I used cologne, perfume, or any type of smelling thing, and I turned invisible, okay, me breathing or whatever, I would have to look out for that. But with the smell, with smells, no one's gonna suspect a thing. They're just gonna think it's some stinky ass shit in this one specific spot, unless I moved. Imagine there was one stinky ass spot, and then I moved over here, and then they go to that spot, they don't smell it anymore. But then whenever they go to that other spot I'm at earlier, later on, okay, I don't like these examples. It's kind of ass.
Plus, if you're thinking that you could rob a bank, a thermal camera would still spot your heat radiation.
Oh, I never even thought about that. You go invisible, but the heat signature is still there. What? Invisibility is off the charts. Then again, that's literally like one of the last things I would choose. I don't care to go to
Making it
invisible,
nearly
bruh.
impossible to sneak in undetected.
Busted.
Intangibility. Picture
Intangibility.
this.
I already know this. Like literally, intangibility is also really bad. How does it work? Is only certain parts of me that are intangible? Can I make certain parts of me intangible? Because say I go if I have intangibility and I just turn it on, I'm literally just falling straight down. It's literally just gravitational force right at there. At that point, it's just gravitational force. I'm just falling straight down to the center, the core. But like whenever I turn it off, because I'm thinking of what's his name, Lemurio from My Hero Academia, like because he has intangibility, but like he knows how to use it properly. Like he literally goes down, he just boom falls under the ground, and then he just pops back up. He learned ways to use his power really good, but then again, it's just a show, so it's not gonna show you exactly. It's not gonna be exactly what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Let me show it's recording. Yeah, it's recording. Okay, hear me out. If I can do what Lemirio's doing, I will take intangibility. I'm not gonna lie, it's a broken ass superpower. But if we're talking about real life logic, I don't think I want this because if I go I'm falling straight down, and then say I go out of it, I'm literally just I'm fusing with cement.
You've just unlocked intangibility. You're super excited, so you decide to phase your hand through a wall. But the moment you activate your powers, you drop straight through the floor, sinking into the earth. You either deactivate your powers and become fused into rock, suffocating to death, or continue sinking until you reach the molten center of the earth due to...
Oh, oh. Wait, how do you even get out of that though? You don't. You just. Oh my gosh, bro. But like, is there any ways around this? Can't you just like? Can't you technically like? Okay. What are ways around this? What if I was riding? No, 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 no. You would only be using this power as an elevator to go down floors. But you better hope you don't fuck it up. I would say that. Oh yeah, this power sucks. I'm sorry. In real life, because I could turn it on, I might fall. Let me just jump through a wall real quick. The only reason I'm gonna survive is if I jump. But say like I didn't even make a big enough jump. Say I like half-assed the jump. I'm literally just gonna fuse in the wall.
gravity, unable to do anything, waiting until you decide to die. Super speed. A moderate
Alright,
super speed of about 190 miles per hour, like Dash's, wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
The problems would be minimal. But if we're talking about speed similar to the Flash, without Speed Force, then it would be a
Yep, I was about to say, you're just about to cause the air to burst because of the speed. Like, everything would catch on fire, alright? Because of the friction.
disaster waiting to happen. You would have to generate it an enormous
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want super speed. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I want flashes. I want to be connected to the Speed Force because, like, that's one of the most broken power systems ever. Ever. But, like, then again, if we're talking realistic, it wouldn't work like that. So, like, wait, what is he saying?
amount of force, far greater to happen. You would have to generate it an enormous amount of force, far greater than what the human body can handle. And it would
Oh,
cause
so
your
I would just mush. My legs just mush.
legs to simply rip off your body. Here's another thing. Air isn't empty. It's filled with elements like oxygen and nitrogen, plus tons of tiny dust particles. As you move through air,
Everything would
you're
catch on
rubbing
fire.
against these particles,
Right.
generating friction that produces heat.
Right. All the budget went here. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, okay. Ooh.
Moving at
Good
super speed
animation.
would generate enough heat to burn your entire body.
Better than Season 3 One Punch Man. Remember that.
Let's say you don't burn. You still need to see where you're going. Human perception isn't adapted to handle high speeds, so moving at super speed would make everything blurry. The speed at which you think would need to match your physical speed.
Oh, I never thought about that. Because you need to see where you're... Wow, I actually never thought about that. Because you do need to see where you're going if you're going that fast. But the only... Well, then again, if you have... Okay, well, then again, if you have super speed, wouldn't you say that your perception is as fast as you can go? You being able to perceive things and see things and all that, when you say that it's the same speed, because say you have super speed and everything in you is running fast, wouldn't your mind be running fast too? I don't know. I don't know. Let's leave super speed as it is, because then again, I'm gonna try and get super speed and I'm literally just gonna turn into a fireball. What's that one nigga that like literally just burned, and then he was that one anime character, he was like, ah. Let's continue.
Otherwise, you would just crash into things, possibly doing what A-Train did.
We just watched The Boys. Oh, Reef, he's watching The Boys right now. Oh, yo, you know what's interesting? Bro, he called me a second ago, or moments ago, or whatever, before I was doing this video, whenever I was laying down in bed, he called me. You know what he said? He noticed something. And I didn't catch this before because I'm on my first rewatch with him. He was saying, at the end of season 1, notice how Homelander and Butcher, they're there, and then like Homelander brings Butcher to his son. You know, the one that where he did what he did to his wife, which I can't say it on YouTube, but he did what he did to his wife, and then he's like, "This is my son." Butcher, that happened into season 2, you know, and like we get to Butcher and Homelander and his son again, his wife there too, but dead. She dead this time. But this time, Butcher is walking out with this nigga on his shoulder. Shoulder checking Homelander, being like, "This is my boy right here." I'm sorry. You see like the little... Oh my god, there's hair. There's hair in my mouth. But do you see like the dynamic there? Do you see that dynamic with the fact that Homelander and Butcher are like almost the same person, but not really, and also like what happened season 1 was similar to into season 2. Okay, let me just shut the fuck up, bro. We're not talking about The Boys right here.
Just running through people. And in the case that your perception does keep up, the
That's
world
what I'm
around
saying.
you would seem so slow that you'd basically be stuck in time.
Oh, that would suck, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how these speedsters do it, bro. Cause everything moving so slow. Everything moving so slow, depending on how fast you are. Say you're 100 times faster than what you are right now. Everything's gonna be 100 times slower. So your lifespan's gonna be 100 times longer in your eyes.
Having super speed would also mean burning millions of calories every day.
Oh yeah, that's the big part right there. Cause I feel like I already do that. I need big calorie intake too. That's the one part right there. I do. And money. Yep, money.
So you'd go broke, buying all
I'm gonna go broke. I'd be rich because I'm a speedster.
the food needed to keep your metabolism satisfied. Teleportation. As you might know, the Earth is in constant motion through space, moving at around 67,000 miles per hour.
Right.
It rotates, orbits the sun, and the solar
Oh, teleportation. So I'm gonna be in the middle of space. Like I teleport to the other side of the Earth, and I'm just gonna be out in space.
system orbits around the center of the galaxy. If you wanted to teleport, You would need to calculate the exact position of the Earth through
Okay, okay. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. I get it. I get it. Hold on. I get it. But because everything's moving in space, our whole universe is moving, the whole galaxy is moving, the whole solar system is flying. All this is flying thousands of miles per hour just through space. So whenever I'm thinking about it, in the split second that you're leaving Earth, yeah, no, you're okay. You're cooked.
space, or else you would teleport into space, dying instantly. Immortality. If you were given the choice between dying in 1 year or becoming immortal,
Would you rather die in 1 year or become immortal? I'll just become immortal and find a way to die. Honestly, that's my best option. Dying in a year? No, I'm not dying in a year. I will become immortal and then I will find my way. I will touch that snail. Okay.
what would you choose?
I will find that
The
snail.
choice seems obvious, doesn't it? You're thinking that being immortal would be much better than dying in a year, right? But if you're
No,
immortal, you
no, I don't think it's better. It's just, do I want to die in a year? No. Let's go. I'm trying to get to the next year, so I'd rather pick immortal. I'll find my way to get out of here, bro.
to watch everyone you love die over and
Yep,
over again
yep, over and
until
over
you don't
again.
have any
Get your new
emotional
life,
feelings
yada
anymore.
yada yada
You
yada.
would live to see the human race die out.
Yep,
you would see the world end, and ultimately,
And then the whole universe would just, like, you would be living until the end of the universe, which is billions and billions and billions of years. But I can already imagine, bro. You already, yeah, bro. Do y'all even remember 3 years ago? Like, going through these past 3 years, bro? That was already long enough. Imagine doing that for, like 300. Like, times it by 10, bro. Come on. Oh, not 10. 100. My bad. My bad. Sorry. But, like, genuinely, seriously, I don't. Bro, they always show these immortal characters like they have wisdom, which I wouldn't doubt that all these immortal characters have wisdom. But why haven't they shown an immortal character that went insane? I can't think. No, I'm lying. Literally, that's exactly he showed him right here. That was immortal. He was going insane. Anyways, whatever, whatever,
you
whatever.
would be drifting in space all alone for eternity.
Yeah, until the whole universe
Time
just
stop.
dies out. Time
Oh,
stop.
time stop.
Time stop is a little interesting depending on how it works, because you could do time stop and then it stops you too, or you could do time stop and it stops everything else around you. But also, if time stopped and it just, bro, that sucks. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
The superpower desired by many. Time stop would be a dream
Not by
come
me.
true
Oh
for some.
yeah, the Redditor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. You're one of the ones that are going off world to the prison, okay? Mr. Redditor. Oh my gosh, only if I could freeze time, I'd have everything I wanted. No, no, no,
Some
no, no,
individuals
no,
for
no, no,
obvious
no, 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 no,
reasons.
no.
But in reality,
I know what kind of
it
man
would
you
be a
are, exactly.
nightmare. The moment you stop time, the molecules of air around you would stop as well, making it impossible to breathe.
Ooh,
It also means photons would stop,
ooh,
rendering you unable to
ooh.
see.
Everything would just. Oh yeah, you just killed the whole universe. You hit that snap. You did better than Thanos.
So you stop time and become unable to breathe or see
Cause he only did half. You about to do all.
until you either resume time or just die. Great power, huh? Super strength.
This is probably gonna be the best one out of all of them, and this is the one I'm gonna choose. Because say I have super strength, nigga, this is everything on me. It's everything on me. There is nothing, there is no repercussion. A little bit, depending on the sensitivity, because I will have super strength and I will be able to. Okay, let's see what he says. Let's see what he says.
Super strength sounds awesome, right? In
Yeah.
real life, though, it's a mess. Everything's designed for regular people. Meaning that if
Okay.
you were super strong, you would be breaking doorknobs, keyboards, and glasses.
No, no, because if you had super strength, then you would learn to treat everything with care. Of course, you might break everything now and then, this and that, but like, bro, you learn this. Hold on.
Left and right. Imagine going to hug your mom and breaking her spine, because you won't.
No, because there's ways around this. First of all, I won't do the hugging. Y'all can hug me. Or I just learned through that time. No. Okay, that's bullshit. This is kind of
Know how
stupid.
to control your
This one,
strength yet.
what he's saying
Having
right here
super
is kind of
strength doesn't
stupid.
mean you're indestructible either. If you punch a wall, for example, because of Newton's third law, every action has an
Okay, no. Every reaction has an
equal and
equal
opposite
opposite
reaction. The force that you
reaction,
apply to
right?
the wall would be applied back to you with the same.
No, yes. But if you had super strength, then wouldn't you think no. If you had super strength, of course it has an equal or opposite reaction. So if I punch a wall with super strength, it will have that same reaction, opposite reaction back towards me, right? It ain't gonna blow me up or break my arm. Maybe depending on how hard I punch it, but it'd be the same way if I didn't have super strength if I punched the wall. Depending on how hard I punch it, of course I'm gonna have the reaction. So it don't matter. But then again I have super strength. So say I punch the wall, I'm gonna break the wall. Most likely. Say I punch an indestructible wall, then I'd have the same thing if I didn't have super strength. If I didn't have super strength, I would have the same reaction if I didn't have super strength. If I have super strength, then everything on me, I'm including like durability. Your durability will be matching your strength. Everything on your body is super. If you have super, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this part right here.
intensity, knocking you back and breaking your hand.
It would not knock you back or break your head. Maybe if you punched like nah, I don't agree with this right here. No. Oh, that was the end of it. Hey, well, that was that. I agree with most. There's a part two. As a matter of fact, we gonna save this.
Invisibility.
We gonna save that one. We gonna watch this. We gonna get into that next. But as of right now, we gonna chill. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We'll get into the next video. I really sure. I took on a bit. I love y'all. Bye. Love you. Bye y'all. Taking super strength, by the way. Remember that.